Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. This is your November bonus reading, and you start here with this Yin energy card and also this Thinker card. The Yin energy card obviously is about kind of like being more relaxed, more in the feminine energy, and also focusing more on maybe yourself or focusing on resting, relaxing, recovering. So I think it could be a really good time for you to do that with this energy, and I think it will be very helpful for you. You start with the Six of Cups. I'll show you in a minute in your current general energies, and the Six of Cups is just a great card for kind of like feeling good. Number one, it is a card of childlike energy, and I feel for a lot of you that being in a childlike energy would be really good with the Six of Cups. And, being more playful or just enjoying yourself more, things like that would be a good idea with this energy. I also do feel love here. So for those of you that want love, it definitely is a good reading. I mean, you have the Ten of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. So there definitely could be love coming in for you for those of you that want it. On top of that, I really like the Six of Cups because sometimes it can represent the removal of an obstacle. Like usually Six of Cups can be a gift from the universe, and usually the gift we receive from the Six of Cups is the removal of an obstacle. You have the Four of Pentacles. This is your crossing energy, and the crossing energy can be what hurts you or helps you in a Celtic cross. Obviously, with the Six of Cups, I would be careful of holding on too tightly to the past. So this could be it doesn't even have to be a person, it could just be your past story. It could be the story that you've held on to for too long. It could be some sort of past hurt or past issue. And again, I do feel the Four of Pentacles is asking you to maybe take some time to think. You have that Thinker card and the Yin energy card. It could just be a really good time for healing this month, or for healing through something that you've been through. Next, in the area of what's on your mind, you have the Death card. So you are thinking about a change, and you're thinking about making big changes. I'm pretty sure that pretty much every single reading I've done for you this year, 2024, has been about making some sort of big change, or going through a transition or transformation or something like that. So I feel that. The thing I like about the Death card is the white rose on his banner here. That white rose can represent the light at the end of the tunnel, or get, kind of like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. We also have the two pillars from the moon back here, and the sun is coming up between those two pillars, and you also have the sun card in the reading later on. And so I feel for a lot of you, you could be entering into a sun period, which is like a period of joy, happiness, peace. You have the Six of Cups, which is pretty much the same thing, and, that looks really good to me. Next, in your foundation, you have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you're ready to change, is what I feel. The Seven of Pentacles, he's looking at those pentacles and he's saying, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is it worth it for me to keep working on these seven pentacles? Or, is there something different or better that I could create, do, be, or have in my life? And that's what he is trying to decide with the Seven of Pentacles. But he needs to make a change. It's my card that says, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is what you're doing in your life right now worth it or not? Or is there something better or different that you could be doing, right? And the Seven of Pentacles really asks that question. So I feel a lot of you could be making some big changes in your life. I feel like you already have been making some big changes. So, really they're like I said, I'm not really telling you anything you don't already know with that card. So there you go. Next, in the area of the past, this is the energy you're moving past. You have the Sandpiper Spirit, says be playful on it. You also have the Spider Spirit, says make your dreams real. Yes, I think that for a lot of you that you could be, even though this is coming up in the past, I'll say this. I feel like you still need to be playful. Again, you have the Six of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups, the Sun, the Page of Cups. These are all, very playful, inner childlike energies. And so I feel like this is saying, like, don't stop being playful, really, even though it's coming up in the past. The Spider, it says continue to work on a dream. I kind of feel like some of you are closer to a dream than you think. I mean, you have the Five of Wands here as well. And the Five of Wands is conflict and competition. But it's coming up in the past, which says that you could be, rising above conflict and competition, and doing that will obviously make you more successful in the journey to your dream. The spider is also about having a process. The spider has to weave a web before it can catch its bugs, but it has a process for what it's doing. And I feel that maybe when you are experiencing conflict, it's because you don't have a process to follow. So I would make sure that you're following a process. You have the Five of Wands in the past as well. So again, it's good because it's coming up in the past. This would say that you are moving past conflict or competition. or you're moving past something that has caused conflict or competition in your life and you're moving towards something bigger and better. And that's really what I get here with the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands also is a great card for learning. Now, one thing I will say is that everybody so far in this set of readings has had something about learning from the past. We have a bunch of retrogrades. We have Mercury going retrograde at the end of the month. We have Mars going retrograde at the end of the year, plus all the other retrogrades that are going on. So I don't know. I kind of just think that it's a time where we are being asked by the universe to learn from the past or to heal something that we've been through from the past. And, I always say these people are using sticks to fight. They're not using swords. So they are learning how to fight and, basically learning from the past. Next, in the very near future, you have this 4C card and this revisit card. So the 4C card, it's almost like your vision is coming to reality. I feel like some of you, I'm not saying things in your life are perfect, but you do have the 10 of Cups here also, and the 10 of Cups is fortune after difficulty. So a lot of you could be getting something or living your life in a way that you have seen, already, or that you have imagined that you would live your life. So I definitely feel that for a lot of you with this energy. I also feel that the revisit thing with all these retrogrades, you could just be going back over your thoughts from, years ago, and you could be thinking about things that you thought you would have, Virgo, or that you thought you would create. And it's like now you're rethinking those things and you actually have them, or you're getting very close to having the things that you thought you would have at this time in your life. 10 of Cups is like happy home, happy family, and this is coming up in the very near future. So again, a lot of you could be forming a happy home or a happy family. A lot of you could just be overcoming obstacles as well, because the 10 of Cups is like fortune after difficulty. So it can say that you feel very fortunate after a difficult period of time, and obviously that would be a blessing. 10 of Cups is a blessing as well, and you could be receiving blessings with this energy. The trick with the 10 of Cups, because I always like to say you can always make this better, is to really focus on happiness and joy. These people are choosing to be happy. They're standing in the real world, but they are choosing to focus on the 10 Cups. They're not focusing on things that make them miserable. So I would make sure that you focus on the things that bring love, joy, peace, happiness, freedom, all those feelings into your life, and that's what I'd focus on here. But I also feel it's very good for love, not to drag this out any longer, but there's clearly a person, for those of you that don't already have it, and by the way, if you already have love, this looks amazing. If you don't have love, then I also think that it looks amazing, and there could be a new person coming in for you. Next, in the area of your outcome positions here, you have this Get Lost card. It says fall deep into the realm of imagination. Yes, with that Make Your Dreams Real card, I think imagining would be a great idea. You have this Flow with the Rhythm. It says get lost, again, in the rhythm of movement today. There you go. So you need to go out and party. I think you need to go do those things where you lose track of time. I think that people say that when you do that, you are in flow, right? When you're really in the flow, and you're doing something that you really love that causes you to flow, it's almost like you lose track of time or you lose track of what you're doing. And I feel this is just saying do more of those things. Get lost, Virgo. You have the Temperance card in the area of your next few months. I just feel like this is life. I don't really feel much here. Temperance, I feel sometimes, is just those minor changes that we make in life. He's trying to turn water into wine here. It's a card of alchemy, turning one thing into another. But it's like in life, whenever we're working towards something or doing something, there will be things that come up that we have to change. And, I really just feel this is talking about life. And it's just saying, there are going to be just general life changes that are coming your way, and you will navigate your way through them easily, and I wouldn't even worry about it. Next, in your closest relationships, you have the Sun, which is amazing. This can represent, number one, getting a lot of positive attention from your closest relationships, because it says the Sun is shining on you. So if you are hoping to get attention, even in work or in business or whatever you do, the Sun wants you to stand out as much as possible. This is also amazing for love because it's the Sun. It's the best card in the tarot. And this could be you attracting a connection that makes you very happy or, brings a lot of light into your life. And that is definitely what I would focus on as well. The Sun also encourages us to be more playful. This wall back here is the wall that we all put up against our inner child. So the sun encourages us to go have more fun or do more fun things and just enjoy ourselves more and be more childlike. And so if you want more relationships in your life, not just love, I'm talking about all relationships, then I feel, playfulness or being playful is kind of going to be your ticket to success. Next, in the area of your future feelings, you have the Page of Cups. So I feel like you could have feelings for a person, or you're about to develop feelings for a person. Could be a Page of Cups, could be a water sign, could be any sign, it could be, you have Scorpio and Leo here so far that really stand out to me, and Sagittarius as well. So it could be any sign, or it could be a person who has those signs in their chart. The Page of Cups, though, is like an admirer or general admirer, so I do feel this could be new love. I also feel that he has this fish in this cup here, and the Page of Cups can represent needing to grab onto that fish. That fish can represent like an opportunity or part of your dream that you're trying to manifest. And I always say with the Page of Cups that we need to make sure that we don't let our dreams slip away. We need to grab onto that fish and bring it down to earth. We need to make whatever the dream is here real. And like this card says, you need to make your dreams real. Sometimes I think to make our dreams real, all we have to do is come up with a process, like some sort of daily routine or some sort of daily practice that we do every single day, no matter what. And if you do that, then you will be very successful. But that's really what I feel like this is saying, is like you need to have some sort of routine that you follow to be more successful, or to make things more successful, right? And that's exactly what I do with this card. You have the Five of Cups as your outcome. The Five of Cups says you need to turn around and be grateful for what you have. You need to see these two cups, then you get this bridge and the castle. So the Five of Cups can represent grieving the loss of your taste for something that you no longer enjoy. But again, the trick with the Five of Cups is gratitude, and it's a really good reading. So it's kind of like a strange card to get at the end of such a great reading, but it happens. And it can represent regrets or sadness. I kind of feel like there are things that you wish you did sooner, is really what this card is saying to me. Like you're saying to yourself, like, I wish I saw this sooner, or I wish I did this or that sooner. But I feel like you need to, if you are doing that, I think number one, you need to forgive yourself, and number two, I think again, you need to focus on what you can do right now with these two cups, because I think you have a lot of great things to look forward to here, Virgo. It's a very positive reading. There's a lot of good stuff to look forward to. And let's clarify. With the Six of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, you have the Four of Pentacles. So basically the universe saying I meant what I said. I would be careful of holding on too tightly to the past, especially with the Five of Cups. Again, if you're holding on to something you didn't do, or if you're beating yourself up for something, I would definitely release that energy and let it go with the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles can also say that what you're holding on to is smaller than what you could receive if you open up. So sometimes I feel with the Four of Pentacles that it's really just coming from a place of fear, like fearing that you're going to lose everything if you open up to something new. And I feel that saying open up to newness. With the Death card, you have the Knight of Swords. Quick changes. I think changes have been very slow for you here, Virgo, for quite a long time, but now I feel like the changes in your life are happening much faster or much more quick. And so, yeah, I just feel quick changes coming in for you with the Knight of Swords. I also feel it is saying, like, no rushing, though, like there's no need to force things to happen. And there's a big difference between those two things. If you force things to happen with the Knight of Swords, then you're not going to get anywhere. But if you allow things to happen quickly, then you will. And, I think the trick with the Knight of Swords is that things do move quickly, but when you are in allowance, like when you allow for things to happen, or when you move towards flow. With the Seven of Pentacles, you have the King of Swords. King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom and learning a lot. So a lot of you could be applying what you have learned from whatever this is here. Again, he has learned from what he has grown with those Seven Pentacles. And his next step is to take what he has learned and to apply it to new situations. So I feel that a lot of you here could be taking what you learned and applying it to a new happy situation, which is probably going to lead to success. With the Five of Wands, you have the Four of Wands. Some of you could be leaving behind a past connection. It could even be marriage. So you could be, divorcing, or you could be going through a separation. I don't think it's marriage for all of you. I think for some of you, it's just a separation, like a breakup. I feel like it's already happened as well. I feel like this is something that you've already gone through, and you're moving towards something new with this Ten of Cups energy. So, yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it. The Four Wands is also a card of freedom. And so a lot of you could be setting yourself free with that Four Wands. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is like equal give and take, or focusing on equal give and take, and doing things that bring equal give and take into your life. So I would focus more on balance. I would also say that, again, Six of Pentacles is my card of planting seeds, and the Ten of Cups is like ultimate happiness. So I would make sure that you're doing more things that bring more, happiness into your life. And I would plant more seeds in things that are going to make you happy. And, I definitely get that energy off of this reading. But the Six of Pentacles is like a pretty good card. Again, I think you're more, especially if you're getting into a relationship, it doesn't even have to be this month. It could be this year. I think the Six of Pentacles really saying that you're focusing more on those connections where there's equal give and take, which is obviously a good thing. With the Temperance card, you have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles can represent, kind of like juggling energy, or, it can represent work hard, play hard. I would definitely say we had a lot of this energy of like childlike energy in the reading, and it was saying that you need to be more playful, or you need to, enjoy yourself more, and I definitely get that here. I'm also getting something about a settlement as well. There are a couple cards in the tarot that I call clue cards. It's not like they're accurate meaning, but just sometimes a clue card is a clue to me that something is happening. And it did pop into my head that some of you, if you're like waiting for a settlement, or like an insurance payout, or, an inheritance or something like that, especially with the Temperance card, it says that you've been very patient for a settlement. And I do feel that some of you could be receiving a settlement. The other thing I'm getting is that this could be just energy that's owed to you. If you've been working hard on something for a long time, but you haven't been getting the result, I feel like this could be a settlement from the universe. Like the universe is, paying you back for the work that you've done. With the Sun, you have the Death card again. So we have the Death card twice. It's funny that I was saying that the Sun is coming up between the two pillars that are on the Moon card right here on the Death card, and you have the Sun. So like I said, the Sun is definitely coming up in your life. I do feel like the King being dead on the Death card says that even kings die. So it says nothing lasts forever in life. Even things that we think are going to last forever don't last forever. And so there might be something that you're releasing at this time. But again, this is going to be a positive transformation, clearly, with the Sun and the Death card. So I feel there's good things here. With the Page of Cups, you have the King of Cups. Definitely could be attracting someone. The King of Cups would be someone who's very emotionally stable. It could be any sign. It doesn't have to be a water sign that you're attracting. But the King of Cups is usually a person who has great depth of emotion. He's sitting in the middle of the ocean because he has explored his emotions to a very deep level. And so a lot of you could be getting with a person who has has very deep emotions. He also is like an adventurer, and so I do feel like you could be attracting like a more, it is popping into my head that you could be attracting like a very adventurous person, or, someone who isn't afraid to leave their comfort zone, and I definitely get that energy off of this King of Cups here. I also get something about your emotions as well being important, but I feel like you have learned a lot from the past, from your emotions, with that Five of Wands that's showing up in the past here. So I feel this King of Cups is saying that you have also matured emotionally, which is helpful. With the Five of Cups, you have the High Priestess. Could be a Pisces for some of you. Could be any sign. General reading. But, I feel like you need to trust your intuition here. And also, I feel like you need to realize that you have unlimited potential. The High Priestess, she has no roof over her head. And so she represents unlimited potential. And I feel like you need to realize that you are very powerful and you can accomplish a lot. You have this March card and this camel. It says persevere and you will overcome. Especially if you've been working on something for a long time, or if you've been hoping to make a change or transition here that has taken a long time, then I feel this is saying stick with it, don't give up, keep going, and you'll be there before you know it. You have this hand. It says in need of help, assistance, or guidance. Yeah, definitely don't be afraid to ask for help. We have Pluto going into Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius is all about the collective. So anything that you can do to benefit the collective will benefit you, but also working together with other people, asking for help, all those things will be, very helpful at this time. You have this flag. It says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Four of Pentacles, right? Four of Pentacles is accepting things out of fear. Like, I think I said that earlier in the reading. So it's like Four of Pentacles can sometimes be one of those things where, you charge a certain price for your services, and then someone comes in and says, like, why don't you do it for like 90% off, and you're like, and maybe you're thinking to yourself, oh, I really need the money, and, I have to do it this way, and, I should just accept it because I need the money. But this card says, no, don't do it, right? Plain and simple. So that's what I would do. When I was younger, I used to be a copywriter, and I used to work in marketing a lot more than I do now. And I had certain prices, and I would have people all the time that would say, will you do it for this? And I would say, no. And they would say, someone else does it. I'm like, great, go to that guy, right? You just have to have the attitude that you deserve what you're getting paid. And I did, because I made people a lot of money. So, it's just that simple. And, I think that's what that card is saying. Same thing in love, though. It's like you bring certain things to the table, so does the other person. As long as it matches up, fine. You have this V card. It says victory in some endeavor. So I feel like there could be some big victory coming in for you, or big win, especially with that 10 of Cups. You have this candle. It says you will be shown the way. Yeah, you could be a lot of guidance here, especially with the sun. The sun, really guides us and shines a light on things in our life. So you could be receiving guidance as well. This looks really good here, Virgo. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.